meat, whether he's hungry or not. Because you don't have to.
Thank you.
Sharks, yeah, sharks' eyes are all. I know some people that eyes like sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, sharks don't have. It's all.
We're ready. I'm rolling. Okay. Hi, you guys. How you doing?
How you doing? Doing great.
Wonderful. I wanted to find out. I heard that you were working on a new album that would be released in 10 months. Is that right? Around that time?
There's a lot of rumors going around about when we're going to do it. Well, what I was, we were talking about this, like, every night we perform, we're going to record every night. We got some new material that we present. Periodically we come up with new songs and just record them live. And then we'll see what happens. Put the tape where our mouth is. And say, put your money where your mouth is, where you put the tape where your mouth is, and see what record companies want to do. Because, so I'm the kind of person, I'm not speaking just for everybody, but for George, just myself. I'm the kind of person that don't like to make plans. I mean, as far as planning to release something at a certain time, because I hate to be disappointed. So just do the best you can do. And when you come up with something good enough, the right people hear it, and,
Yeah, that's basically the idea. Yeah, we're taping, every night, and we jam a lot. So in all those jams, there's music somewhere in there that can be actually recognized. So that's what we're doing. Just listening to the music and just letting the new band kind of flourish. So. I mean, I read somewhere that there was planning on early '95 release of an album, but
Rumors.
Rumors, yeah.
So you guys are always working on a new
Yeah, we're always working on an album. Yeah, it was up to the newspapers. The record should have been out 3 years ago. No, it's coming though. It's definitely coming.
So who in the band made the decision to bring back some of your old classics from the '60s and '70s?
George.
Yeah, how did you?
He takes all the credit for it.
Well, most of the young people that are coming out to see us now, they don't have access to those Warner Brothers records. They just have the Charlie release of all of the old '60s stuff. Some of the new releases on Rounder, that has some of the stuff that. Some of the stuff we like, most of it we don't. But we pick those ones out of there we like, and we play those. But I guess it's public demand. The young people have been asking for those, those old songs, and so we try and get as many of them as we can, without having to go through a whole lot, because we don't have the time to do bunches of rehearsing and stuff. So we go after the ones that call for us less mental power, and just find a good groove and say, well, that's the one.
So are you playing songs off of Rejuvenation and
Cabbage
Alley,
it's
things
a whole,
that aren't in print now?
Well, what it is now, yeah. But just like you got a whole other generation of people that listen to stuff that was in the '60s. They hear what they hear now, and from whatever source it comes from, and like I said, we did Rounder was the best as far as picking what do you call it?
The unreleased stuff.
I mean, they did a real good job on making the songs, the records available, and it's good. I mean, everything is no problem. It's a whole nother audience. I mean, it's like something happening all over again. Like you're getting a double blessing. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, right. Because like when we like playing to young people at the age that we were when we recorded some of this stuff. And that's cool.
Speak for yourself, George. Talk about age.
That's, I guess, what makes music eternal.
That's right.
Rolls over. So, can you talk about what circumstances Leo Nocentelli left the band under?
He just had to move. He wanted to move back to California, and it was something he had to do. I mean, everybody has their own reason for whatever it is they have to do, and this wasn't any problem. People are trying to make something out of it. The man just had to move. He wanted to move back to California. He didn't want to stay in New Orleans. Him and his family, he don't like New Orleans anymore. So he's L.A. He wants to live in L.A. So that's what he did. And fortunately for us, Brian Stokes was still in New Orleans, and we just put this together. And hey, it's perfect.
And how did you audition different people, or did you just know that you wanted Stokes to take over?
Well, I knew it, but we had another friend of ours.
We had another guitar player that we auditioned. We did audition 2 players with
Stokes.
Stokes had a better track record.
See, I've been playing with him for like 10 years almost with Stokes, And it's working perfect. It's no problem. It's happy. We had fun doing this. Because if I didn't have fun doing it, man, you couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to be happy with what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how do you respond when some critics say that you guys aren't really the Meters without
It's the
Justin
critic's
Tyler?
problem. That's the
Well, they
critic's
say the
problem.
same
Can he
thing.
play?
Yeah, they say
Can
that
he
we
play
were,
anything?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Well,
Is
they
he
say
playing
we
anything?
weren't the
Serious.
Meters when Zig wasn't in the band. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's
I don't mean that
It's
to-
the funky Meters. You know.
I'm sorry to talk over you, John.
It's okay, man. Anytime, man.
But I mean, people, you know, you can't let that really, you know, determine what you're gonna do. Because if you did, if we worried about critics, I would have quit a long time ago. I feel like this: if you're gonna criticize something, you're gonna if you can play it, then you can criticize what I'm doing. If you can't play it, I don't want to hear what you got to say at all. I mean, I know that some of the people can hurt you, but most of the people are favorable in our favor of what they're doing. For what we are doing. I mean, if you listen to what it is, I mean, look at your audiences don't lie to you, no matter what somebody writes. The audience are not lying. And you can't fool these people. These are people with IQs. These are all young college people, Georgia age. He's the oldest in the group. Yeah. But I mean, it's
And they're out there getting funky, having a good time.
sure.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
that's
it's good.
Yeah. We're still playing, you know,
to stay
that's
there,
the whole deal.
To look at the people, I don't care what somebody writes, what somebody says, that don't mean nothing. We're still able to come out here and do what we're doing and have a good time and make other people happy at the same time. It's cool, you know. So everybody has their own prerogative to write whatever they want to write. It's cool, you know. I respect that right. It's America, you know, democracy.
Yeah, you know, it's just like you said. We just got to do what we got to do. We got to keep on playing, you know. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue to play. We are, and you know, it's only gonna get better. You know, you know, the people who left the group, they left at their choices. It wasn't something that we did to make anyone leave. You know, there was choices that made. There was commitments that they felt strongly about, and they chose to make those choices. And they got to live with them, and we living with you know, the choices that we. I mean, it could have been on us if we said after they left, we said, well, that's everybody go, you know, and be the Neville brother and be a running partner, you know, and not worry about the Meters and put the Meters to bed forever.
No,
that wasn't a choice. I mean, the Meters is not gonna just fade away, you know. I mean, if it's all left down to just one guy being the Meter, you know, if Art's the only guy still playing music and is still a Meter, then he's gonna be the Meter man. You know? That's where it's gonna be, you know.
No,
I mean, you can't stop this thing. You know, it's bigger than any one of us. You know, and that's the truth of it, man.
I mean, it's obvious after the number of years that passed by, and then this thing resurged again, because I wasn't expecting it. It was definitely a surprise to me when it first started happening all over, and to see how big it was. I mean, we've been all around the world with it, and it's just as big as it was when we were doing it in the 60s. In fact, it's getting bigger. Really.
It's bigger, yeah. It's actually bigger. It really is. It really is.
And
so you guys have been in this business for so long. What do you see the role of a producer getting involved with the artist as a positive thing? How have you felt making your albums over the years and having them produced?
What do you mean with other people, so-called
like
producers? Well, I'll put it like this. I mean, like I respect anybody that, first of all, when you're dealing with record companies, you have to go along with the business, the policies of the company. And if they say, well, okay, we want you to do a record and we want to produce it in here with you, okay, that's what you got to do. Or either you don't do the record, or either what I think we should do, recording every night. If it boils down to it, I'll put our own record label up. I mean, hey, the people is going to buy the record. If the record's available, it's obvious for the audiences, the people that are coming to jam with the Meters and have fun and have party with us. If stuff is out there, they're going to do it. So as far as producers are concerned, ain't nobody going to produce this stuff better than we going to produce it. It's been tried before, and it didn't happen because they're trying to put it into a category, into trying to identify it. It is what it is. You can't identify it. You can't name it. You know, and it's just got to be a. You know, I think the best production that's happening right now is these live gigs we're doing. Just tape up every time we perform, and like I say, eventually it'll tell the truth. The truth will come. You know.
So you guys just do special events and things like that? You don't actually tour right now, right?
No, it's mostly like you know, the availability of both Art and myself. you know, we try and get some dates as well. You know, we might get 15 to 20 dates a year. And I think last year we did a little bit more, but you know, I think that hopefully this year we do more. Actually, I think so far this year we've already done.
I think we're going to do more.
It'll
be more.
I think we've already done about 8 to 10 already this year. So you know, I think this year is going to be a really good year for us for the band, and performing more, as well as all of the other things that's going along with the, you know, with the, producing a record, you know, and that, you know, one of the projects that always like to think about also is that we in New Orleans we have access to so many younger artists, you know, that you know that don't get that won't even ever get a chance or a shot at, you know, getting produced correctly.
Well, it goes beyond New Orleans too, because
it's probably all over the world.
I'm dealing with a group out of California called the Pulsators that's been around for a while. Great group, and I just happened to like the music, and I got to know these guys, and I started doing some work with them. Whenever we can put them on shows with us, we put them on shows with us. Their records are being picked up on the college stations right now.
Yeah.
And this is how our thing started, basically.
Right.
If it wasn't for the independent stations like college stations, as far as mainstream radio, you can forget this.
We never did get airplay on the mainstream radio.
I don't even think about that anymore, you know. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. It don't matter, you know.
That's great. That's what I'm trying to do with television.
Yeah,
That's right.
I hear you.
That's right. Alternative. People are looking for alternatives now. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's time to go to sleep.
Time to go. That's when I come out strong.
I hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on again.
So, what do you think of young bands that are coming out of the New Orleans area, like, and getting notoriety? Terry Connick Jr., a new genre of New Orleans music coming out?
Well, that's really just a small portion of what's in New Orleans. There's a lot of other groups. Some people get a chance. There's a lot of them that'll get chances that other groups would never have. This is where we come into play.
Yeah.
The groups that well, I mean, Harry Connick, I mean, hey, you know, he's got some money backing him. You know, if you got big money behind you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you got somebody that's out here already, and this is where this is what we have to offer to the other.
Speaking of Harry Connick, I just finished recording his newest LP. He's doing a funk record now, and so we just finished that. Yeah, he's doing that just before I came out.
Look.
You're a fan, are you?
No, I like Harry.
So
I do.
Have Dookies will travel.
I mean, like I said, it comes down to if you let it get to that point where it's the dollars that makes the difference. But, you know, I figure like this, you can do anything that you really want to do. I mean, like, we played on so many different other people's hits. I mean, it was a lot of records that was out there. A lot of people didn't even know it was the Meters doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, but see, I'm at the point now where I'm not going to play on nobody else's album. I mean, not that I don't like the other artists, but I figure, hey, let's get in the studio and do this ourselves. Because it's a drag to play on everybody's stuff, and they come up with Grammys, and you still down struggling, and you giving up something when you play them. That's why they want you to play on them. So don't give it up, keep it.
that's encouraging. Right?
I mean, it's not saying that in any kind of negative, selfish way. I mean, I'm talking about facts. I mean, I mean, we did a thing. Me and my brothers did a song, something that we had recorded. Was in a movie. We did it with another friend of ours. He get a Grammy for it, and we sing it as us singing it.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, hey. So why do it anymore? You know, do it by yourself.
How do you balance playing with the Funky Meters and with your brother?
It's easy. I mean, it's no problem. I mean, like when I'm not working with my brother, just like when George and I working with running partner, we get together and do this. I like to work. I like performing. I like to play music. This is fun. I mean, this is beyond just up there going through the motions. We're not going through the motions. I wouldn't do it. I promise I wouldn't.
So, what do you think of playing at the Fox?
The Fox. This is a great audience. This is a great audience.
We fell in love with this room when we first time we played it. You know, 2 years ago now. Yeah, it was. You know, this is one of the few places that when we came in, is that the sound was all there. Everything was almost like perfect, you know. And one of the few times that, you know, a band has to turn to the monitor engineer and turn the monitors down, because it was just, you know, but I mean, the system here is the monitoring system is as much as the house, you know. It's a great system, you know. Good people, the people here are great people to work with, you know. And from the other side, because, you know, sometimes I'm being involved with some of the front office thing. I get to know what goes on in the front office. So I mean, from the business end of the thing, these guys are great guys to work with, you know. So, and you know, when you got good guys to work with, great room, great stage, you know, everything, it's an easy piece of cake then, you know.
Nice.
And nothing else to do but have fun.
All right. Well, I hope you have fun on your last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, you guys.
Hey, I have
Thank
one
you.
question for you.
Thank you.
I live with a band, and so I see the day-to-day trying to keep the band together. What's made it that you guys can keep playing together for so long?
A lot of prayers, a lot of respect for each other, you know, a lot of fights, and like understanding that you're going to agree that you will disagree about things, and understand this, all this is a blessing. This is just a blessing that we play music. You know, we could be doing anything else, and to make other people happy. So the main thing is to concentrate on what it is. Think of your music, if your talent, as a gift, something special. Didn't have to be you.
That's the whole deal.
You
I
know?
mean, giving everybody this, you know, space to grow, you know, because I mean, you got to grow together. You got to respect each other, you know, and try everything, you know. Don't just let, you know. I've always thought that the defeat that most groups run into is that when they got only one guy who's pushing all his ideas, you know, and not opening up to hear other ideas, you know. And that's been the fall for all the groups that fail. You know, is that, you know, maybe one or two, if it was a 10-piece band, 2 guys want to run everything, you know, and not opening the ears of the other 8, you know. So eventually the other 8 start falling off one at a time before you know it, it's a 2-piece band. And that ain't no band.
You're not fighting anymore.
Yeah. So that's it. It's gotta be a respect thing. Everybody gotta just pay attention, you know, and have fun. It's gotta be fun, man. It can't be, once it gets to be so business-wise that, you know, have fun no more, then you don't want to do this no more. You know, I'd rather stay home with my granddaughter. You know, yeah, that's fun.
Oops. Grandpa George.
Watching Fat Moon Rising, these guys, say a little promo.
Good.
You guys do that for us?
You guys do a promo for us?
What do you mean?
I was just saying.
We're the Funky Meters, and you're watching Fat Moon Rising.
Okay.
You ready?
Hi there.
Perfect.
I'm hooked up. I know. I'm wired for sound. I couldn't resist it. I had to get it out of the way. Now, okay.
I love
Almost
that
on a tape.
That fits
All right,
in with
yeah,
Fat
that
Moon
was on
Rising.
tape.
Let's
for
get
sure.
serious.
On 3.
What? You listen to what?
Ready?
All right, look, Full Moon Rising.
Fat Moon.
Fat Moon, oh, okay, so.
We're the Meters.
And you're listening to
Fat Moon Rising.